Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So today we are building a house in The Sims. Now, let me tell you that this house gave me lots of trouble. So it's currently 1:30 a.m. on the dot when I'm doing the voiceover for this, and I was very tired while building this. I started it at like 12 and I wasn't tired then, but I am now. And so I was almost done. I was doing the backyard. You'll see me cut in a few minutes. There's like a 4 minute some clip in the end where I'm finishing up the backyard. So right before that, I had a mini freak out because I had dragged my Sims, I dragged the Sims window out and that froze my game, and I was so scared because I was not about to redo all of it. I was freaking out because I couldn't open any apps. I could hear in-game sounds, but I couldn't do anything. Oh my god. And so I closed my fraps and just prayed that the file saved. And when I closed fraps, that actually fixed the problem and I could play again. And so I went to my files immediately and I was freaking out. And there it was, my saved house. So here we are now, and so I could have done a lot more to the hallway of this house, but I was not that motivated after the whole incident. I was gonna fix it. Well, when I say fix, I mean I was gonna go through and add clutter objects and stuff like that, but I really I was gonna go back and do that, but I just lost motivation, so I hurried through the backyard and all the landscaping and everything, and now I have this build. Now, I haven't built on camera since the first speed build that I made, I believe. Or the first one that I uploaded. So, I don't know. I'm usually not this bad at building, if that gives you any hope. Usually they're a little better. Just a little tiny bit. But I don't know. I made do with this and I thought it turned out okay. I don't know why. The color scheme that I went with was a bit yellow. So there's that. I don't know why, but only in the main room, in the living room and the dining area. Yeah, there's not a single computer in this house, which I kind of regret a little bit because that's kind of a necessity, at least for most careers, you know? So I don't know, maybe you can fit one in, maybe in the place that I didn't add clutter to. Yeah, I'm a flop of a human being, but maybe the next build will be better. I really hope. So so tomorrow is Father's Day. Well, I guess today's Father's Day, the day I'm recording this. It is 1:33 a.m. on Sunday, June 18th, but yesterday it wasn't Father's Day, it was Saturday the 17th, and for that day, I was an early Father's Day thing, so my stepdad had planned this trip for the whole fam to go to a horse racing thing. We went to go watch horses race, which I thought I was gonna hate, but it wasn't that bad. So we left the house at around 5 because the event was it was 2 hours away from where I live, and so we left at around 5. It started at 6. So we didn't do that well on time, but we made it to the second race. There was 10 races. We watched from the second race to the 6th race, and we were there until 9:30, and we got home at 11 p.m. It was a very long day, and it's really hot because, so I live in Texas, which is already very far down south, and so it's really hot. It's probably 90 degrees, and it's 1 a.m. But the place that I went was more down south than where I live. And so it was so bad. I was so hot the whole entire time. When I was inside, because there was an inside and then there was the track. And so whenever I was inside, to use the bathroom or to turn in my bets or whatever, I'll get to that later, I was about to pass out. It was so bad. It was 100 degrees. I swear. It was, oh my god. Anyway, so you could bet on horses. So if you thought that horse number 3, for example, was gonna win, you could place a $10-some bet on that horse. And if that horse won, you got a bunch of money back. And so that's what we were doing. We were trying to make money. In total, my whole family earned $54 and I got 20. So not bad. So my horses won a few times. I think I had 2 wins, and we were there for like, that's not that great. Never mind. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, so I'm going to, I don't actually know what to talk about. I was kind of relying on this to take up everything. Okay, let me think. Has anything exciting happened to me? Not really, honestly. Okay, so I'll tell a story. So my friend, my birthday was on May 30th, by the way, which was almost a month ago. Well, like, not really, but it was almost a month ago. And so it was my birthday, and my best friend, IRL, she hosted a surprise birthday party. So every Friday, we go down to a local ice cream place. I've talked about it before. There's an ice cream place near my school, and we walk down there on Fridays from the school to the ice cream place. And a lot of kids from my school do it too. It's not just my group or whatever. So we walked there, and everyone was like bolting ahead, and it was just like me and some other people, like people that were, I don't know. I was talking to them on the way there, and everyone just bolted ahead, and they were like, oh, we need to talk, blah, 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 blah. Like, they were like, oh, yeah, we just need to talk about something. We'll meet you there or whatever. And so they were all going also. So there was a point in this video where I had a lot of trouble with the Sims 3 camera. Ignore that. Anyway, so I eventually got there, and my parents were there, and everyone was there. People that weren't even my friends were just there for the cake. Yeah, it was pretty fun. There was cake, there was a Hamilton themed cake, and my history teacher showed up, which was fun because my history teacher's great. She's like the same person as me. She's like an adult version of me, pretty much. Just like personality wise, she's really cool. She was there for like 5 minutes. Just, stop by, say hi. She's really cool. Anyway, that's the story. It was the Friday before my birthday, by the way, so I think it was actually 2 Fridays before my birthday. Yeah, it was 2 Fridays before my birthday, so it wasn't like, I don't know. But it was fun, and then we all went over to my friend's house, and yeah, something happened there that I don't want to talk about. It's not anything bad, but like, save that for another day whenever. I don't I don't know. I really want to talk about history, but I know that a lot of people won't find it as interesting as I do, and so I'm refraining. I can talk about, okay, so I'm reading the Ron Chernow Hamilton biography because A, I'm a history nerd, and B, I love Hamilton, the musical, so, and it's 731 pages, not counting the acknowledgements and the index and all that. So it's 731 pages, and and there's 45 chapters counting the prologue and the epilogue. If you take those out, it's 43. But anyway, so I'm on chapter 40, so I'm almost done. I've been reading a chapter a day since sometime in May. I got the book in March. I read like 3 chapters, and then I stopped reading it because I don't know why. And then I decided that I want to finish it, so I took it upon myself to do a chapter a day, and I'm doing really well. I haven't missed a day, and if I do, I always make it up. So there's that. Anyway, so I'm almost done with it, and I was really sad, but I decided to get another biography. Now this biography is going to be, I picked it out. I'm going to be reading about John Adams because I could have done a biography about, what's his name? George Washington. I'm so dumb. I could have done a biography about George Washington, but A, it was 900 pages, and or I could have like picked one out about James Polk or Andrew Jackson or any other president or founding father. But I decided that out of a lot of the biographies that were on the Barnes & Noble website, John Adams was like the most underdog of them. Like, if you were to ask someone like who, like George Washington or John Adams, they'd be like, John Adams, who? Like, John Adams is still relevant, but George Washington more so. So I chose the John Adams one, and I'll probably read the George Washington one at some point in my life. But yeah, so the John Adams one actually gets here the day that I'm supposed to finish my Hamilton book. So yeah, I'm really excited because I don't know much about John Adams, actually. I I really don't. And I want to learn more because I love history and the founding fathers of America. So you can ask me a lot of things about history and I'll probably know a lot of them. I don't know. I'm a bit wild. So there's that. Okay, so my friend and I have this thing where we make fun of people at our school, but not in like a mean way. It's kind of like everyone at my school has a tech deck and a fidget spinner, and we hate it so much. So we took it upon ourselves to be so extra, and we went to the store and we got tech decks, and we had those for a while until fidget spinners started to like start trending or whatever. And my friend ordered 2 fidget spinners, and I have mine right here. It's emoji covered, so can you hear it? I just spun it. I don't know, man. I hate it, but it's kind of ironic. So I don't know. I don't know. What else is there? Oh, so I started learning Italian. That's a fun fact about me. I'm not progressing that far in it, but okay, so here's the thing. If I had to, for some reason, evacuate America and move to another country, well, my first choice would be Canada, but say I had to go to a random country where no one spoke English, well, people, okay, it would be Italy. Now, I know Japanese, conversational Japanese, but I don't like Japanese food, and I need food that I like, and I like Italian food a lot. Like, I'll eat pasta forever. I won't get sick of it. I love pasta. I love almost all Italian foods, so I would choose Italy. And so I'm preparing for when there's World War III and I have to evacuate America. World War III. I can't talk. World War III is kind of inevitable. I'm like hoping in the back of my mind that it doesn't happen, because the thought of that is really scary. But, you know, with Donald Trump as the president, there's really no telling. Please don't arrest me, Donald Trump. I'm sorry, Mr. Sedition Acts. Only history nerds would get that. Okay, so I'm going to explain that joke. So, John Adams, when he was president, he created the Alien and Sedition Acts, which the Alien Acts pretty much had the right to kick anyone out of the government, had the right to kick anyone out of the country if they weren't American. Sounds like someone that I know. I don't know, man. And then the Sedition Acts, where you couldn't talk poorly of the government or you'd be thrown in jail. That's pretty much them in a nutshell. And so John Adams reminds me a lot of our current president, which is another reason why I wanted to read more about John Adams, because, you know, history repeats itself. We had a good president. Okay, so I think history is starting to like officially repeat itself, starting with Obama, because George Washington, our first president, was fine. Nothing too wrong happened, maybe like the Whiskey Rebellion or like the peace treaty and like the Jay Treaty, not the peace treaty, the Statement of Neutrality and the Jay's Treaty were kind of contradicting each other. I don't know. And so we had like a good president who made a few mistakes, and same with Obama. Like, we had a good president who, like, you know, and then John Adams, terrible. Everyone hated him, excuse me. And then we had Donald Trump, and whoever's going to be next is probably going to be a lot like TJ. That's my prediction. TJ is in Thomas Jefferson. Some of you probably aren't American and are really confused, and I'm sorry. I just love American history so much. It's so fun. I could talk about it forever. I love it so much. I have a history book on my desk. I have another history book on my nightstand. And then I have a history book on my bed. And then I have a history book in my backpack. Well, it's more of like a social rights activist book that was like, I don't know, a thing in the 60s where it talks about like standing up for your religion and your gender and I don't know. So, I don't know. And yeah, so, and then, yeah. I don't know what's up with me. I love history. I can't stress that enough. Okay, I haven't really decided this for sure, but I kind of want to be a U.S. history teacher. I don't know. I love talking about history to people, and I like history a lot, and So yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. My first choice college is NYU, and then I don't know, I've always wanted to go to NYU ever since I was in 3rd grade, and I'm sticking with that. I love NYU, and plus I just love New York City, so if I don't get in, I'll probably cry, not know what to do. Anyway, so I want to go there, and I want to do teaching, because my friend's mom has a teaching degree from NYU, and she teaches 3rd grade, so if she can do it, I can do it, except I'm probably going to teach like high school or middle school US history, because my standards are high for history class. If I'm not learning specific things, and I don't care, and 3rd graders are not going to understand the concept of anything. That's a guess. I'm sorry if you're watching this and you're in 3rd grade and you know everything. I didn't mean to offend you. Anyway, so oh my god, I don't have any screenshots. That's awkward. This build is going to be on the gallery, so you can check it out for yourself there. I don't feel like taking screenshots. I'm sorry. Anyway, this build is coming to an end, and I usually rush my outros. I'm gonna try not to rush it this time. I'm just gonna take it slow. So if you enjoy this video and you enjoy me not being dead anymore, oh yeah, also, Let's Plays will probably resume whenever I want them to, because I don't feel like recording a Let's Play right now. So they'll come back eventually, but right now it's gonna be probably cast videos and like custom content and builds. Anyway, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know how it goes. I post videos whenever I want to. I wish I could give you an answer, but yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it, and sorry that the build is really bad, but the build is going to be on the gallery if you want it. My origin ID is in the description. It's ArcticSparrow, and I will see you guys in my next video, which hopefully won't be in 3 months. Goodbye.
There are moments that the words don't reach. There is suffering too terrible to name. You hold your child as tight as you can and push away the unimaginable.